watching a lot of videos on YouTube about bug out bags, bug in bags, get home bags, EDC, things like that, just to sort of compare what I carry and what maybe someone else might carry. There was a few differences that I seen in what I carry, because my EDC bag is my bug out bag, my bug in bag. It's my hiking bag. Now mind you, I change up because I have several different packs. Seasons change, you know, conditions change, this, that, and the other, but the core essentials of that bag is the same. So I wanted to just kind of go over that a little bit today and sort of share my version of a get home bag, because my EDC, that's what I'm going to be trying to do more times than not if a situation occurs, is to get home. So this is my military molly bag, the assault pack. Everything in here is what I would carry on a normal hike. So, and if I'm trying to get home, that's what I'm doing, is hiking. So that's kind of how I looked at it. Now the only thing different that I do when I'm going on a hike, I usually don't have my hatchet. You know, it's usually not on my pack. So that would be the first thing right off that would be different from what I would carry as an EDC. I don't see the need in it, but depending on the situation, depending on where I'm going, you know, as far as hiking, that would definitely be a tool to have. Anyway, with that said, let's get into it. First thing on the outside of my pack is my military canteen. It's a 1 quart canteen, plastic canteen. I was in the Marine Corps, I was in the infantry, so I'm a grunt. So everything that I have that I know that I can depend on is military, because that's my experience with it, and I know it works, I know it lasts, I know I can beat the crap out of it, and it's still gonna stay with me. 1 quart canteen. There's my spoon, and I have the canteen cup and the aluminum canteen stove that goes on the bottom, and as you can see, it does get used. So like I said, when I go hiking, my gear changes constantly, so maybe I won't have my canteen cup with me, but I'll have something equivalent to it. So throw that back in there real quick, and then we'll get into the meat of it. One of my biggest things I seen on a lot of the channels was that, you know, a lot of the people on YouTube, you know, when they're putting their EDC together, or they're putting their bug out bag together, it's not going to be 72 hours. If in my opinion, if you bug out, you don't know when you're coming back. You know, if it's a get home bag and it's in your vehicle, if it takes you 30 minutes to drive to work, you know, and there's martial laws being enforced, the roads are closed, it's not going to take you 30 minutes to get home. You're going to have to play the evasion game if you're trying to get home in a situation like that. And no one, I won't say no one, almost everyone had no sort of sleep system whatsoever. If you're walking that hard, that fast, some point or other, you're going to have to stop. It gets dark, you know, you can't read a compass anymore, and if it's an evasion type situation, you're not going to be walking down the highway. So you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to make camp. You're going to, even if it's nothing more than leaning up against a tree, you're going to have to sleep. Anyway, a couple pairs of socks. You know, if you're walking and you're walking fast, you better be changing your socks quick, or your feet are just going to give out on you. My little goodie bag that the better half made for me. I've had it and showed it in a different video before. It's got my coffee, Kool-Aid, and bouillon in it. I got 3 ramens in here. I got some flour, you know, It's a mix. A couple extra Ziploc bags, oatmeal, 3 things of Spam. So I mean, there's a couple days worth of food easy right there, But the main thing that I was concerned about with all these videos is that they didn't have anything, and it's wintertime. It's wintertime, and so you need. This is my MSS with my green patrol bag in it. I mean, it's a great thing to have. There's the green patrol bag. It's a great thing to have, and it's simple. I can stuff it in that pack just fine. Pull it out. There's basically, unless it's pouring down rain, there's instant shelter right there. But that's not my primary shelter. That's my way of staying warm and getting myself out of the elements. In my front pouch here, there's my Vaseline and cotton balls. Another bandana. I have one in my pocket all the time. Little TP wrapped up in a plastic bag. Leather gloves. Like I've said before, you've got a fire going. You got metal. It's hot. Protect yourself. Common sense. Compass. Just a little compass that I could halfway keep my bearings anyway. Here's my little fishing kit that I carry. Like I said, you don't know how long you might have to be out there, how long it's going to take you to get home. In Louisiana, there's water everywhere, so it would be simple just to go find yourself some a worm or something and throw a hook in the water. If you had to catch a couple brim, a little brim up close to the bank or whatever. 50 foot of 550 cord. My little paper towels. Advil. I'm getting older. I have aches. Everybody does. So always carry that. A little headlamp. Those are invaluable. I used to carry just a flashlight. In fact, I still have a little flashlight in here. I should have a little flashlight in here. But headlamps are so useful. This one has a red light on it, so it wouldn't be as noticeable at a distance. So another one of those evasion things. A little neck gaiter. A 55-gallon drum liner. They don't weigh anything. You can lay it on the ground. You can do so many, as a ground cover. Stuff it full of leaves or whatever, if you're trying to get it up off there, insulate yourself from the ground. It's so many things you can do with a drum liner. My shelter, my rain gear, it's all one. That's my military poncho. I can throw it up in a lean-to real quick. It's easy, it's simple, it's durable. It has yet to fail me. I have a couple of these, so that's my shelter. And also have my little 5x7 Ozark hiking tarp. It's lightweight, nylon, but it works really well. I've used it and used it and used it, and in fact I bought another one, or actually the better half bought another one for me, because she said you better get them while you can before they quit selling them, because I enjoy them that much. So, but that's it, folks. I mean, that's it. That's my EDC. That's my hiking gear. That's my get home bag. But like I said, the main concern I had with everybody's bag that I seen on YouTube, they had no shelter. They had no way of staying warm. I mean, in this wintertime now, when I go hiking, this is going to be, my field jacket with the liner and my wool shirt it's going to be on my pack somewhere. I done a video once before where I was hiking and it got cold, and I was using it for a pillow. Well, I woke up, in the middle of the night, it was cold, so I ended up putting it all on. Oh, in my pockets. Let me cover that real quick. Because what happens if you lose your pack? I got a pair of wool gloves. Watch my puppy. Got a pair of wool gloves. I've got some more 550 cord in this pocket. A wool beanie in this pocket, another net gaiter, and in my pants pocket. This is all EDC. I have my Mora on my belt. This is all part of my EDC. This is any given day of the week. You ask me, you pull something out of my pocket, and this is what you'll see: ferro rod, a whistle with a magnifying glass on it. Magnifying glass starts fires too. A Schrade folding knife. Here's 2 big lighters. A knife sharpener that also has a ferro rod in it, and a whistle, and a compass on it. In this pocket, let's see, besides my change, here's another. This is like a Swiss Army knife type knife, but it's made by Winchester. It's just something great to have. You know, awls and all that kind of stuff in it. Yeah, the corkscrew is kind of pointless, but I don't use it, but it's in my pocket just in case, because you never know what the situation that you may find yourself in. But again, my biggest complaint or whatever with all the videos that I watched was no one had shelter. You know, not no one. It wasn't no one had shelter. A majority of the videos I watched, they had no shelter. If you're bugging out, or you're trying to get home, that should be on the top of the list. You know, food, fire, water, shelter. Without those things, you get yourself in a situation you could get in trouble real fast. Now, if you're trying to do an evasion thing, fire may be you may need to put an alcohol stove in your kit. You know, with 12 ounces of alcohol. Food, fire, water, shelter. Those are the things you should be worried about. And everything it takes to get those 4 things, you need to have on your person or on your pack. Food, fire, water, shelter. Well, that's it. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.